What up, YouTube? What up, TTC? What up, Dirty Bird Nation, Brotherhood Nation? AR10, just want to send a special shout out to all the mothers out there, and particularly the Gold Star mothers, any mother that has lost a child, whether it's in combat, garrison, as a former Marine, former combat veteran. I have friends that died both in combat and in garrison. And I can't imagine how that would feel to lose a son or daughter, you know, that willfully raised their right hand, willfully chose to serve in the military, and lost their life, you know, doing something that they volunteered to do. When you raise your right hand, when you decide to go into the military, you do have the strength and courage to raise your right hand and understand that there's a possibility that you may lose your life, you know, in combat. You may lose your life in garrison. You may lose your life, you know, just serving in the military, you know, going out, you know, and dropping off a friend, or, you know, anytime, you know, in the military. So that's something that you willfully do. The military is 100% voluntary. It's something that, you know, I hang my hat on, that, you know, yes, I did raise my right hand. I decided to go into the United States Marine Corps. I volunteered to go to Iraq. I volunteered to go to Afghanistan. You know, some people are voluntold, but I did volunteer to go. I knew the risk. Enlisted in 2006. I knew the risk. You know, I knew what time it was. I was a grown man at the time, so, you know, grown men make grown men decisions. So I decided to raise my hand and go into the military, serve United States Marine Corps. Something that, you know, I pride myself on. It's something that nobody can take away from me. So shout out to all the Marines out there, male, female. Shout out to all the Gold Star mothers. If you don't know what a Gold Star mother is, it's a mother that lost their child in combat. Shout out to all the Gold Star families out there. These are troubling times, man. I mean, these are the end of the last days, you know. It's people rising up, nation rising against nation, you know what I'm saying? And you never know what's going to happen within the next 2-3 years. Our commander-in-chief, I mean, this guy, I mean, he is, at the end of the day, in charge of the military. Yes, the Joint Chief of Staff have, you know, some say, and yes, Congress has some say in his decisions. You know, there's always checks and balances, but, I mean, he is the commander-in-chief, so everybody that's serving under this guy, you know, you don't know what's going to go down with Korea, Iran, Israel. It's all kinds of stuff going on every day. A lot of stuff that you see in the news is maybe 2-3 weeks late. You know what I mean? I know that from serving in the military. You know, you have things happen in Iraq and Afghanistan. Things happen in country. And it's what we call River City. While we're over there, you know, we got trouble in River City. So some families don't get notified until, you know, a day of, and then the press release doesn't go out until 4 or 5 days later. So a lot of stuff you see on CNN, Fox News, you read in the paper, it happened a while ago, unless it, you know, happened that day. If there's rumblings about something, there's probably rumblings, you know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. It just got down to the press. So like I said, shout out to all the mothers out there, the Gold Star mothers out there. Take, you know, one day at a time, continue to press on. I've been dealing with grief, you know, for a long time, losing friends and losing family members, whether it's in combat or in garrison. So shout out to all of y'all. Eat good, have a good time, enjoy your Mother's Day, and don't forget that Father's Day is coming up too, so don't forget about the fathers out there too. Okay, later.